Hey guys, my name is Tristan, and
And I'm Ray, and this is my son.
I hope you enjoy my dad's podcast.
Straight to the point when it's about to down. Straight to the point when it's about your house. Straight to the point, so it's time to Young Gerald quarterback.
What's good, peoples? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Straight to the Point. And this is episode 10, and I am your boy Ray. Thank y'all for tuning in to This Is Good to You, Ray. We bring you this episode. This is my official first episode of the year, and I'm gonna let my guest introduce himself. Which he's not somebody new. He's already been on, but for the ones who this may be the first time tuning in, let him introduce himself.
First, I just want to say I'm glad, I'm blessed, I'm happy to be made it out of 2020 in 2021. Hopefully this is a better year.
Right.
But for all y'all that don't know me, I'm J-Rock, Jarvis, government name, I guess you know. But, I mean, just local, average guy, pretty much.
Okay. And man, pretty much this episode, we actually gonna just do a recap of some of the major topics that we done talked about on the previous episodes. Straight to the point. And before we start out, like he said, man, just wanna wish everybody a happy new year. And hey, everybody, let's start this thing out right. We know 2020 was something else, but hey, let's gotta make the best of it. We're gonna leave that where it's at, and that's in the past. Alright, now we got something that was major. It's really not too long ago. Happened. Hella funny. Nate Robinson getting knocked out by, was it Jake?
Jake.
Yeah, Nate getting knocked out by Jake. No lie. Start, man, for the build up of the fight. You couldn't tell me that Nate Robinson wasn't gonna win that. If I would have betted, I was gonna put my money on Nate. If I would have,
like a champion.
he really did. And then another thing, what really got me was like, man, Nate, he's a legit athlete, and so I'm like, okay, with a little bit of training, he should be straight.
But I mean, that's the thing though. Like these athletes, they feel like they can cross over into anything. When you done dedicated your life to one thing, it's hard to just stop, pick up another one and master it. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you athletic, that's like saying the best sprinter can't be. You're not gonna be just the best football player. The straight ahead speed don't work that way. I mean, it's a different skill.
And that's usually how a lot of people think, oh, we fast. We can rob receiver.
He probably can't catch. His hands too fast for his feet.
We put him at running back. He fast, but he can't move like a running back. I've actually seen that happen with coming from Brandon. I don't know you remember Patrick. I forgot his last name. But man, in high school, he was one of the faster guys on the track team, and they moved him to running back, and he didn't do so good.
That's a lot of business stuff.
Like I said, on that track field, he was quick. He was, like I said, one of the top guys. But it always don't transfer like that. And man, just like I said, once the fight begun, it was like, man, it was over as soon as it started.
it looked like night and day, man, because it was like Nate, which I can understand, and maybe don't take it wrong, but maybe it's just a black thing. We think that street fighting is boxing. It ain't the same, man. You get to fight out on the street.
Right.
Shit, we tired at about 20 seconds.
I was just going to say, a 20-second street fight, you about to fall out.
Exactly. So, in the boxing ring, I mean, Nate got that brawler mentality where he felt like he fighting on the street. Then, shit, you saw what happened.
This was a UFC fight where Nate could have grabbed him or something. That might have been something different. But as far as just,
you can't
strategy fighting, it was, man, he went in there. It was like no defense. He was just taking punches.
He wanted the knockout punch, and he messed around, got tired. He laid in with his head,
Right.
and his head led to
Then
the floor.
the first knockdown, he tried to make it seem like he got hit in the back of the head, which
You just
it was
easy.
a clear knockout. It was clear.
Easy,
And then, man, once he gave him that punch, they put him to sleep.
Good night, look.
Oh man, it was
Good night. Cause he
When
set
I-
him up perfect. He stepped into it.
did
Oh
he?
my god.
Yeah. Cause then after that first knockout, you could tell he got mad, like he was upset.
And that's the worst thing you can do
Yeah,
in boxing, man.
yeah.
You can't fight anger. You fight anger, now you overly aggressive. You ain't.
Right. You finna do all this extra moving that you shouldn't be doing.
The thing is, like with Jake ain't just. I wouldn't say he's a good fighter, but he's more technically sound than Nate was. You know what I'm saying?
He actually, this is
And
what
he
his,
trains more.
his third or second fight professional boxing. So he had, a jump start on Nate, so to say. But
I mean, it's a big difference. He jumped in that ring off the court, man.
and man, as soon as the knockout happened, it was the jokes came in instantly.
But
even during the fight, it was man.
Oh, Snoop was
Oh
clown.
yeah, Snoop man.
Oh, wow.
Kill him.
Oh. But man, like he brought a lot of stuff though. Like I saw a couple people that was saying don't bash him, don't get down on it, bro. But same time, man, when you bring stuff on yourself like that, oh, this for the culture. This, he saying like he speak for all black people.
Swore now he wasn't gonna get knocked out.
He speak for all black folks. He speak for the whole NBA. Nah, man. This is more than the NBA.
Sound like
that's
AB.
like, nah,
Man, but yeah, then they folks was talking about, he should do a rematch, and now leave it at that. Just just stick to basketball,
Pick up
man.
water polo or something. Do something.
Something.
Not a non-contact sport. Do something.
You showed that you was good at football. You played the flag thing. You did your thing. Just stick to basketball and football. That's your lane. The flag stuff.
Did he play in the Ice Cube League, the 3-on-3?
Yeah. He did play in the
Do
Big
that.
Three.
You can get MVP
He did
there.
play in the Big Three. Yeah.
I like Nate Robinson.
He played in the Big Three. Then he did that little professional flag thing where some of the old retired folks came out and did the little flag thing.
Cold in that.
Yeah, he did.
cold.
He was true, man.
But
That's why I said, man, he's a legit athlete. So
and they kind of boosted his head where he felt like he could do everything. Man, boxing is a completely different sport. It is a legit, just a discipline sport.
Excuse me. Just for y'all watching at home, don't try to clown me for drinking this strawberry. I know some
about it.
folks out there say it's that thought drink. Hey, this is some good stuff. For y'all who don't know, this got more alcohol than any beer that y'all out there drinking. I guarantee it. But now we still talking about boxing. Let's move on to Floyd announced that he's coming back this year. I forgot what month it was, but he did say early this year to fight Logan. Yeah, the older brother of Jake. Now he said he's doing this for the culture. Now him saying he's doing it for the culture is a lot better than Nate saying he's doing it
It's a
for
different story.
for the culture.
Just please don't. Oh my.
I doubt that. If anything,
I mean,
Florida get in there and not throw a punch before he get dropped.
He'll toy with him and play with him. But at the same time, man, just play devil advocate, bro. Please.
Man, we know Floyd is going out there to get that quick, however many millions he finna get, because it's gonna be some millions.
Oh yeah, it's for the money. It's for the money. Florida's a businessman.
It's gonna be some
The man
millions.
about
He
his
finna
money.
go out there for no couple of thousand. Nah.
He's about to be a grandpa.
He got a
can't
lot
do that.
more at stake. Even though this ain't gonna be on his official record, but if he gets knocked down or anything,
If he get hit hard.
if Logan, if Logan go in there and give a good fight, people gonna clown him. Just for the simple fact, it really shouldn't be a good fight. Floyd should go in there and punish him,
So
which
just-
it is a big weight difference.
Is Logan the same one that was calling out McGregor too?
Yeah. No. I think
One of them calling out McGregor. It might be Jake that was calling out McGregor.
no, it's Logan. It's Logan.
Man, that boy.
It's Logan.
That boy fool, man. I bet he won't get in the out.
He'd be better off fighting McGregor than Mayweather.
I don't know.
In boxing?
No, I'm talking about octagon. Yeah, he'd be better off boxing, maybe.
That's what I said.
McGregor.
Yeah, he'd be better off boxing.
You don't
But
want to see him in the octagon.
man.
No.
That's another. Hey, he better stay where he at now.
Wrong, man. And then he took it as far. He talking about the man's wife and all that. Like he's a professional troll, man. So I mean,
He really is.
me personally, I ain't gonna knock your hustle. I don't really like it. I don't condone it, but I mean, it's working. It's giving him money. He got more money than me, so apparently he's doing something right, I guess.
True.
But it's a crash and burn course. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's amazing what people out here doing for money. I wish somebody hit me up. I'd go in there for a couple of,
So would you fight Tyson? For how much? What's your price?
Tyson.
You seen that man spar? What's your price on fighting Tyson?
And I ain't gonna lie, his sparring looked way better than this fight. Now some people say
He had.
that too. Then some people say he was holding back because they said no knockouts. But I don't know how true that is.
I just saw them hooks and them uppercuts he still throwing. I ain't fighting. I ain't gonna fight. I don't know. I got stuff to do. I got to go to work tomorrow. I don't care what the payout is. I want to live my life comfortable. I don't want to walk around with a titty on my jaw for the rest of my life.
Alright.
I'm cool on this, man. Nah.
That's it. Hey, all money ain't good money.
Exactly. All money ain't good money, dog. I can't go for it.
But yeah, that was nice though, seeing Mike and Roy come back for that, man. That was nice for the coach.
It was kind of like a little public sparring match.
Yeah, pretty much. And that just opened the doors. A lot of retired fighters are talking about doing stuff like that now. Even
It's a money game.
Lennox Lewis and Holyfield came out and said they would be down to do some. Tristan, what is you doing? That was my son. Came through. It wasn't supposed to, but
Dad life.
yeah,
Indeed.
yeah.
We both two in, man. You know how it go. Ain't no wrong with it, man. Best feeling in the world. If you ain't shot the club up yet, handle it. All 2021. We make it 2021, baby. Y'all can. I can.
Come on, son. Tell everybody what's up. Alright. Now you know Daddy records, so that means you gotta stay back there. Alright.
Yeah, like you said, man, kids.
Lead it to y'all. I got my two. He got his two. You done?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Got my boy on the
Y'all.
girl.
Post y'all pictures.
Done. Alright, now another major. This is probably the biggest thing. COVID. Man, it's the whole shutting the world down.
Weird.
Everybody
Weird.
gets sick. Folks dying. They saying this is the biggest thing since the flu kicking in. It's
But then it's a thing, like, people still didn't take, still to this day, they're not taking it serious, though. But the saddest part that I've seen is just people that it take for it to hit home before y'all take it serious.
yeah.
Bruh, just adhere to the what they call them, the protocols and all that, man. Just wear your mask, do what you got to do,
Right,
stay safe.
right.
Like, it's affecting different people differently.
Yeah, it is. Now, actually, I just got over it not too long ago myself, and luckily, I can say I was one of the ones who really it didn't, hurt me like some stories that we didn't heard. Like I've heard people, losing their taste, their smell, having problems breathing. They had some cases out here, people dying. I mean, like I said, thank God I had a couple of body aches. I had a fever for like one day, and after that, everything was straight. Thank God.
No lie, like I was lucky. I ain't gonna say lucky, kind of found bad, but I was away at work in California. I get caught that pretty much my whole family got it.
Yeah,
And you say when I say I ain't want to come back, I ain't want to come back. I started to stay in California. Like man, I'm scared to come back. Everybody had it, but I mean, thank God that everybody got over it. They good, wife good, brothers out and they good, man. But it's serious, man. But
it really is, man. And I know, like when I found out that I had it, you know, I've been going around. You know, of course, I got a whole family here, wife, 2 kids. You know, I go to my mom's house on a regular. You know, my mom, she's up in age. She got worried. And she was, you know, they saying it's taking the older folks up out of here. So, you know, she got a little worried. But luckily, she got tested and everything was fine. She didn't have it. So,
but thing is, age ain't just really just the main factor on it, man. And it did some young folks bad. Like, me personally, my granddaddy, he passed from it last April. He passed from it. I mean, he had a bunch of underlying conditions. But that's when I really just honed in on it, you know what I'm saying? That was back in the beginning. I done took it serious. So, like I said, it take a lot of people for it to hit home, for it to hit serious. Yeah. My dad recently had, it did him kind of bad. He shook back off. He had, he set up the COVID pneumonia. He put him in the hospital for a little bit. But his dad ended up getting it. And he took it better than my daddy did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it affected.
And my sister actually had it. You know, she had it while having pneumonia. Like she was
rough.
Yeah, wasn't an easy process for her.
And it's scary, man. Like it's scary at the same time because for the people that got it, now you heard about all the people that have died from it, and then you got it. So now you're in a position like, let me get everything right. Let me get everything right with the Lord.
Right, man. Right. It's crazy, scary. Man. That's why you man, whatever protocols and stuff they telling y'all to do, you need to abide by that stuff, man, because you don't know how it's gonna affect you.
At least for the time being, man.
Yeah, I mean, like
it ain't gonna last forever.
You never know. You may be that person that's, hey, you get it, and you go on the next day. God forbid if that happened, but you don't know. Never. You don't know. Never. So you don't want to chance it, and you know. So man, just abide by whatever folks tell you. Tell you stay in. You gotta wear your mask.
And it ain't hard to wear a mask. Half y'all breath stink anyway.
Yeah, man. Now we've been wearing a mask so long now. That's what
I was scared of. I was scared we was gonna get to where I'm leaving out the house. Phone, keys, got my mask. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Really, that's how it is though.
Really is,
I mean, man, I can't tell you how many times I go to the store and have to turn around. Damn, I got my mask. let me go back to the car.
Get to the door, like
right.
But I mean, you still got the people they go in there, they looking for controversy. Like, you go in without a mask. I wish y'all say something. I ain't gonna be no sheep. Bruh, come on, man. How you gonna feel when your grandma get it?
Right.
Just go with it. How you gonna feel when and if your grandma get it? Not wishing that on nobody, but just put that in perspective of everybody that's trying to do right. You want to be the one that won't do wrong.
Right.
What if your grandma get it? What would Jesus do?
And then not only that, man, COVID just like stopped us from taking trips. Of course, we had plans, stuff planned for my wife's birthday, our anniversary. We had to put all that on hold.
Maybe it's the day. I'm too bad.
I mean, yeah. It does. It during this. If you ain't saving no money during this COVID stuff, I don't know what to tell you.
You blowing.
Right. I don't know what to tell you. So,
blew it.
I mean, but it's 1 minute it seemed like everything getting better, then boom, all the numbers went back up. And
when they had got down to like less than 1,000 a couple months ago, like then they hitting 2 and 3.
When they started opening stuff back up, and then now they in the process talking about we might be closing stuff down again. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Give me my other 14, Mitch. Mitch, pay me. I want my money.
But now, like I said, we're in 2021, so we're gonna handle. Hopefully, they handle it a whole lot better than what they did in 2020. So, me too. Whatever y'all trying to get out, bring it up.
I'm buying a PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying the rest of it. Stimulate that content.
Another. Like I said, for the ones who just tuning in, you know, going through all the major topics of my previous episodes of the podcast. And another is the Black Lives Matter. That was a, you know, I want to say 2020 was probably the biggest it's been. There's been, you know, stuff to go on throughout the other years, but 2020 was a big year for the Black Lives. Only really because of a lot of bad things happened. And the crazy, you know, one of the crazy things about like all this, you know, like the George Floyd's, you know, Taylor's, then you had I forgot that one lady name, but she was at her house, in her home, and the cops just came in and opened fire. You know what I mean?
The Breonna Taylor, right? Yeah, Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, that was her?
Yeah, she was sleeping in the house.
Yeah.
But then you had the other case of the lady, I think it was in Texas, she ended up playing the game with her nephew, man.
I think that's the one that I was talking about.
But,
and then it's crazy how you got, like with the George Floyd situation, everything's on camera. And that it's like that's not enough. How you it's on camera, this man is dying, and you talking about this is not like
right.
I don't
Me personally with the George Floyd situation, and this is another reason I believe everything happens for a reason. Like everything bad that happened with COVID, I think COVID was the reason that the Black Lives Matter movement really hit. Because the George Floyd was the first time they had to sit at home. Well, pretty much everything locked down. And you had to face this face to face, and everybody saw it on the news. You had to watch it. It's in your face. You can't move on by your life.
Yeah, because COVID was already in effect. Yeah.
You can't move on by your life and, it's just another black person that died. We're going to move on. Something else to hit next week. Nah, it's straight to your face, and you got to watch it. So this is the first time that it was really just addressed head on and not being able to put on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? So, like, everything that happened this year, man, you had to face it. Like, it wasn't no just get by, move on. Like,
nah, it wasn't. And then it's like, you know, everybody's, you know, some folks, oh man, listen to just do what the police tell you to do. If dude's doing that, is, you know, still getting bammed up. So it's like one of them, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Man, we all know that high school, they wasn't much on the sports team. They wasn't the smartest guy. They wasn't the popular guy. But now they got that bag.
Right.
They feel like feel like Die Hard. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like cop life supposed to be like the movies, man. And especially in a lot of these suburban areas, man. A lot of these cops, they out of place. And they bored, so they looking for action. So first sign of action, I got one. Wow.
Right.
And they think before the training kick in, man.
I can't even lie. It's with me. Thank God I ain't never had no situation where, you know, a cop profiled me. Well, no, I take it back. I have been profiled, but as far as me, you know, get on the ground or anything like that. To that extent, I ain't had nothing like that happen. But just me being the person that I am, the police can tell me, sir, get out of the car, take one shoe off, stand on your head. I'm finna do it. That's just me, man. I ain't got time.
You fight in the court every once. I know the justice system messed up. A lot of stuff, man.
See,
the justice system is messed up.
It is, man. It is.
Fight the court before you fight a gun, dog. Before you put it like this, before you fight a scared policeman.
Right.
A lot of these guys, man, they don't know what to expect. And it's completely understandable. I'm gonna speak on their side. I understand they trying to go home. They trying to go home to their families too. So
and then you
don't be a threat to it.
You gotta look at it like this. With them cops shooting and killing, you know, these innocent folks or whatever. Look at it like this. You got a family member who's done whatever. You gonna protect your family at all costs. Them policemen, they gonna protect their family, them fellow, you know, co-worker at all costs.
At the same time, wrong is wrong.
Yeah, same time.
We have to be able to.
Yeah.
I put it like this. This situation that just happened in Pulahatchie not too long ago.
Oh, yep.
It just happened at the Dollar General in Pulaski. Truth be told, my opinion, I feel like Buddy behind the camera, you gotta step in and calm your family down. Bro. Put the camera down.
Right.
Calm your family down.
Right.
Like he let it.
See, I didn't even watch the video. Now I seen like somebody posted the video, but I didn't actually watch it myself.
Rough, man. He lucky to be alive. Put it like that. He's very lucky to be alive because it escalated to the point to where he legit slammed the police, stole his taser, pointed the taser at them all that. Then 2 civilians ended up subduing him. That's a whole other thing. Because me, personally, dude, the camera, I feel like you're a punk for that. Real talk. Because you let 2 civilians jump your homeboy. That wasn't the police. You let 2 civilians jump your homeboy.
That is.
So,
my homeboy out here tripping like this. I'm gonna let you come on now, man. Regardless what may have transpired, whether your partner was right or wrong, you putting your hands on that police and taking his taser.
bro,
is wrong. Like I said, whether the police is wrong or not, hey, never. That's a no-go. No go.
He lucky to be alive. Like he legit lucky to be alive. He snapped. He threw a little dude like a leg. Like he did him bad. He did a little bit on the fight.
All it take. Hey, I was feared for my life. Boom.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
In that case though, and truth be told, it would have been a lot of uproar about it. But in that case, truth be told, he could have pulled his gun out, man.
Oh,
he could
definitely.
have pulled a gun, and it would have been.
Especially when he took his
to
taser.
say it would have been justified. Yes, it would have been justified, bro. Like
now the slamming, it still would have been kind of like, okay, he ain't drawing no weapon or nothing like that. They probably still had something to say. But once he took that taser, oh yeah, it's fair game now.
He could have took him out, bro. But kudos to the officer, even though he was scared, and he could have handled it better.
Yeah.
Kudos to him for not pulling the trigger. But I fought the cameraman, and I fought Buddy for not having control over it. Keep that calm, dude.
Yeah, because I know
if
I'm recording and I see one of my partners get out of line, I'm finna, oh yeah, we finna cut this off.
You record to keep the police in line.
Right.
They getting out of line.
Right.
Gotta check that, man. Like,
that's true.
You don't send your dude on a dummy mission. That's a dummy mission for letting him turn up like that on police. It's crazy, bro.
But yeah, like I said, the whole Black Lives thing, man, it's tore some cities down. You had people out here riding just to ride. Like it was in some cities, people tearing up shoe stores. What's the point of, for what? In the name of George Floyd.
Man, let's address that though. That takes attention away from the cause.
Right.
Black Lives Matter, the movement.
True.
Not the foundation. And you can't tell me raising all this money and doing this net for the foundation is going to be for the betterment of black people. No. Make real change. I'm for the movement, not the foundation. Don't capitalize on it.
Some people just took it as, oh, y'all doing this to our black people, so we finna go tear up anybody with a white business.
Bro, have a purpose, dog.
Yeah, that is. Nah, that don't cut it. That don't cut it.
I'm one of the people that, bro, don't go loot no Foot Locker. Hit them with it hurt, bro. Like, some people might not agree with it, but you gonna burn something down, burn courthouse, burn the police station. You know what I'm saying? Hit them somewhere where you feel it. You know what we coming from. You know what we saying is messed up. Best Buy ain't did nothing.
Hit the truck with the money while I'm on the interstate. Stuff like that.
That's the one right there. That's the one.
Alright. I'm sure finna pull over and start picking up some stuff.
Yeah, I still got some shoes for sale. Besides 13, I still take it.
Alright.
I ain't condoning it. I have to get off of it.
For real, man. Nah, but I was just aside, man. Yeah, you can't be doing wrong and saying you're doing it for a good cause.
That's opportunity.
Yeah. It don't work like that. Like you said before, wrong is wrong, no matter how you look at it.
Yes.
Wrong is wrong. Alright. Now we're done with that touchy topic. let's move on to this NBA Finals. That was major this past year. LeBron winning his fourth with his third team, technically his fourth team, because he played with Cleveland twice. So it's still his, technically it's his third team, but really it's his fourth team. So
I'm not a LeBron fan. Let me put that there. But I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. The man is talented. That is a talent. That is a generational talent that you cannot deny. You cannot deny. But same time for the LeBron fans, bro. Leave the guys like the KDs alone about the super teams. This is Nick. LeBron started it. You can't say it. You can't deny it.
no.
LeBron started it, man.
Nah, you gotta think like this.
With Celtics started.
I was just finna say,
Celtics
all
started.
them dudes didn't get drafted
Celtics
to the
started.
Celtics. That's what I was gonna say. Now all them didn't get drafted.
But that was more ownership than
But
put the
still,
Celtics together.
but when they did it, it was.
I agree with that too, though.
It's just they doing what they people want
I
to
agree with
win, and but when LeBron want to win, oh man, this. But I guess people forget how he took a nobody team to the championships, because even though they got swept, but this is LeBron coming in straight from the gate. I want to say what it was like year 2, year 3, something like that. He got them to
The thing is undeniable talent. I won't take nothing from him.
Now you name for the ones who say, you know, he had to switch teams and get with other superstars. What other superstar was on that team at that time?
Mo Williams.
Yeah, right.
Mo.
Yeah, right.
Booby. Booby had Keisha Cole, man. That make him a superstar.
You can't even say he had some all-star role players, to be honest. You can't even say that. So when I say all-star role player, I'm talking about like folks like Fisher. You know, like I said, I was gonna say Pippen. He wasn't no role player. He was a legit superstar. Yeah, he was a legit superstar.
I think he did turn what Shaquille O'Neal did. He turned him into a household name after he left with Cleveland the first time. Very shocked.
Yeah.
He turned that man into a household.
Yeah, Verjao, he turned into something. Yeah.
But no, I'm saying LeBron turned him into a household name.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
After that, where is he? I ain't heard nothing.
Same with
Gaskins.
Like Tristan Thompson. When LeBron was with them, they was talking about he was one of the best
He lost
big
his
men
soul.
in the league, and
He
then
lost
as
his
soon
soul
as
to the
LeBron
Kardashians.
leave,
He lost his soul when he started Chloe sucked his soul out. He ain't been right since.
and then my thing, all these people talking about like so-called, they say, you know, Kyrie was saying he didn't like playing with LeBron, but my thing is,
I think that's more on the media. I don't think that's
LeBron-
LeBron's fault. I think the
right?
media did.
And my thing is LeBron, like, it's let's move over to Kobe. Kobe, it ain't no ifs and buts about that. Everybody said Kobe was a selfish player. Everybody said that. LeBron,
There are people that say that Mike was a selfish player, but it's that winning mentality. They had that. They
but
gonna
even
push you to the point.
numbers, not even there. Well, even with the numbers, and even not just the numbers. When the eye test says LeBron is the pass first guy.
He's definitely Magic on steroids. Like
Right.
He's the better scorer in Magic.
That's a very good, analogy, good, comparison. That's a good one. That's one of the best ones I've heard. Shit.
Yeah, I got it from him, but I ain't gonna take it.
That's a good one.
But
I ain't gonna lie, look, like how you
that's
look
it.
at him, kind of switching topics. The way I look at Young Boy. Right now, Young Boy, he's dropping on the billboards. He's one of the hottest rappers out right now. But I don't like his music. I can literally say maybe 2 of his songs that made a playlist of mine. But the folks love him.
I like him.
He's doing it right. I gotta give
I like him.
credit's due.
But truth be told, I'm about to be 28. I just look at the guys that my age or older, bro. You idolize this dude since he was 16. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not about to look at him. I'm not look up to him.
I ain't just saying I say he trash.
No,
I ain't saying that at all. But it's just the comparison. The comparison's like you comparing him to
They
the
compare
to
him
the
to Pac, bro.
to the Boosie, the early 2000s. No, you comparing him to
I
Pac.
give him that. Me,
Nah,
truthfully,
I can't
I give him that.
I can't give him that.
I give him
that.
early Boosie. But
can't
the
give
Pac
that.
comparison's gotta go.
Bro, Boosie.
I give him Boosie.
Boosie was closer to being compared to Pac than he is in the early.
In the South. In the South. Pac was universal.
Yeah.
Pac was
yeah.
universal. Boosie is South. He started hitting some West Coast stuff. He started hitting some East Coast, North Side stuff. But nah, I can't put Boosie in the same level as Pac. And I like Boosie.
I mean,
I'm South.
no. I ain't saying I'm putting him in the same level, but I'm saying that early years of Boosie, he was closer than what people are trying to say NBA is.
Okay, I put it like this. Okay, I give you the fact that people was having the Boosie Wayne argument.
Yeah.
That was a big time argument. Who better, Boosie or Wayne? And Wayne is widely regarded as pretty much the best ever.
Yeah, one of the best.
So
ever.
I can give you that. I can give you that because you're not comparing Young Boy to Drake right now.
You're not.
You ain't doing it.
You're not.
But I mean, like I said, I like Young Boy. I just don't condone these grown men out here, man, just idolizing a 21, 22-year-old.
I don't lie.
Grow up.
That song. I think it's Kaiser. Something you got.
That's Gates, huh?
Gates got. It's
That's his
He
son,
got
man.
some song with a K.
Might be.
Jam.
He got some bangers, and
Jam.
that's the thing with him, man. He put out so much music.
I like that song with him and Gates too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that song with him and Gates.
He got some slide music, but me personally, I can listen to it for so long. As wild as voice can go.
Yeah.
It's a couple artists that do that for me, but I'm irritable. Maybe it's the dad brain in me. I get a little irritable. That's
like
wild. I got
that.
twist
You like
up.
It really is just. It may not even be that the song. It's just, man, people wear songs out, and I'm one of them. I could hear the song for the first time and like it, and probably play it all that day, and then 2 weeks from now I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it be like that.
But keep
But
doing
yeah.
the thing, YB.
Like I said, back to the topic at hand, which is LeBron winning that 4th title. I know.
Well,
Right?
it-
That was my
it's
fault. That was
NBA,
my fault.
NBA.
I mean, it be like that, man. It be like that. But how you think it's gonna be for him this year? Man, last year
They didn't fight
Kyrie
much,
was
man.
out.
But Lakers
Durant
still
was
gonna be
gone.
hard. Who you see come out the West that can really just compete?
Golden State was. You didn't even know they still existed last season.
Golden State.
Curry just dropped
Yeah.
what 6?
Steph done went back to Davidson. Davidson stuff. He carried them on his back.
Pulled out. It was 62 to be exact.
62.
62.
The man tired of y'all talking about his wife, all that. He bringing light skin back.
But I ain't gonna lie to you though. I mean, I would love for LeBron to get number 6, just for the people who always. Now I'm not saying LeBron is better than Jordan at all. That is not what I'm saying when I say
He got what, 4 or 5? How many got?
he got. Well, damn, he got 4. He got 4.
It's 2 more.
But a lot of people say, "Oh, he ain't got 6." So it's just always the rings is what separates the two for some people.
I think they might get back out the West this year. Really and truly, I don't see nobody out the West.
I mean,
just
they
competing.
making the playoffs for sure.
Oh, that's hands down.
Yeah, they making the playoffs.
But the thing is, even with LeBron being in his later years, you can see that he's lost a step. He's still dominant, but he's lost a step.
And see, and that's another thing. That's really a big factor too, what people don't realize. Jordan, on his way out, his numbers was nowhere near the same as if when he was
You gotta
a
give
superstar
You gotta
player.
give him credit of his hiatuses that he took. He stopped and went baseball. He
No,
stopped.
I'm talking about like once he came back from that, he won. What 1 or 2?
Yeah, and then he
I mean, I
left,
know one for sure.
He left again. He had a little hiatus before he came back to the Wizards. People giving him a lot of flack for them years with the Wizards. I don't count that, man. That man was full of cigars,
Hey.
full of liquor. and he came out and did it.
He
Just-
could have
just off
left
the
on a
name.
high note.
He could have.
He chose not to.
That's his fault.
Right.
Me.
So that's what
okay.
kind of put people in the bind for some folks.
I say that's what Tom Brady's doing right now.
right.
As you don't know when to hang it up, and that's an athlete thing. You don't really know when to hang it up because you've been the best so long to where you feel like you always gonna be the best.
Think you still got it.
You gotta listen to your body every once in a while.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys, I don't think they're gonna listen to their body. But on that same note, LeBron has taken care of his body like no other. The man invested in his body, and that's why his career is going to the fact of where he pretty much gonna play until his son in the league. Like, I mean, hats off to that. I
think he's taking care of his body. I think he don't eat no pork protein at all. No, I'm just talking. I'm just talking.
I forgot the figure though. He got like a crazy amount of money that he's investing in his body every year. Like, that's what you make your money, man. Invest in your crap.
So, how many more years you think he got?
I think he gonna play at least.
With
his son.
I was just gonna say, you think he gonna be able to play a year or two with his son?
I think he'll get at least 2 years with his son. I think so, and I feel like that'll be cold.
And then as of I've heard, I forgot what, I don't know if it was First Take or Undisputed, but one of them, they were saying his contract is set up to when his son do get to the league, he gonna be a free agent,
bro. And think about the impact that makes to the fact of where his son could be maybe.
But then that could be a disaster waiting to happen. Then it could be one of them. LeBron is not gonna look at him like a teammate. It's gonna be still, I'm your daddy. You got to do what I say. You know what I'm saying? That type of.
I don't see him doing that. LeBron too friendly, man.
I don't know.
He's a friendly, passive dude. Now, if you say that Kobe or Jordan play with their son, yeah, I can see their son on the bench over there crying because they done cussed him out.
Right.
But LeBron ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do Bernie like that, man. Like I think he'll really elevate that man. I think he'll push him because I mean that's what LeBron is known for. LeBron is known for making everyone around him better.
True.
That's his forte. You know what I'm saying? So I can see him making his son good. But the thing is, the impact that it make his son can come in, be like the 20th ranked prospect. But the man can go top 5 just because they know that LeBron coming wherever his son comes.
Right.
So that's a package deal. But that's cold.
And that's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Like he gonna go top 5.
It may be some teams that don't even want him, but they like,
want LeBron.
You know what? I'm sure his dad is trying to play with him. So
and that's a championship now.
We're gonna pick him anyway.
Not for the long run. That is a championship in the next 2 years. If LeBron's coming and he playing, let's say 70% of what he playing now.
Right.
Like
even 70% is still better than a lot of dudes.
A lot. 70% is still an all-star.
Right.
Still an all-star.
Still. It's just it's gonna turn into one of the things. Him being a decoy. Him just being on the court.
All right. Speaking of 70%, what would you say? How much decline, if any, from his prime years? Prime years being year 1 and 2 of Miami. Them were prime years out there. Do you see any decline now?
No, it's even the numbers say he done got better since then though. Even when you and once again I forgot what show I was looking at, but it's the numbers show he's getting better. It's not he's not dropping. If anything, he's staying the same. He's not dropping none.
He's adapting. I say that he's adapting a lot more to where I don't think early in his career his post game was this.
Oh no.
His post game was not this sound. His mid range wasn't this sound.
His early years, he was more so trying to kill you if he could. Even though he really still even then didn't have that killer mentality, but it was.
And that's
he was
why
closer.
I'm not a LeBron fan. He's never had that killer mentality, but he's just a freak athlete to where ain't much you can do to stop him when he's in his sport. I need him to. If I was a LeBron fan, I would want to see him be that. I know can't nobody on this court stop him.
Yeah.
I'm going
And-
up over.
And he
whoever
don't
win
play
over.
like that.
He
I
don't.
can't say he don't play
Which
like that.
that some people look at that as a selfish way of playing. But I mean, that's just me, my personal opinion, how I would like to see him play.
So if you right now, if you had to just pick a team to win the championship, who you say is gonna win right now?
Knicks. Brooklyn. I gotta go to Brooklyn. Them boys, they was good last year without Kyrie. Now Kyrie and KD have came in and they've proven, even though it's a small sample size, they've proven
Boys
that
dropping like
they
80
chemistry
points
is crazy.
between the two
Yes.
types, you know.
They stay healthy throughout the year, but it's gonna be hard to beat them. And think about the fact that they're coming out the East. East competition, what you got? Philadelphia, Miami, Toronto, Boston. Who else really gonna give them a fight in the East? So I mean, the same cakewalk that they were saying LeBron had in the East, it's still there for the most part.
But just because
Milwaukee, I
LeBron,
forgot about Milwaukee.
yeah, they ain't gonna say, oh, you know, it was easy. They ain't gonna say that.
Nah. They ain't gonna get that to them, but at the same time, it's still legitimate. Man. The West is still loaded, bro.
Right.
The West is still loaded. It's been like that for years, but I mean,
But,
I just don't see too many people beat
This
Brooklyn.
season is gonna be a totally different season than last year. One,
Crowds.
yeah,
Need to have
do want the crowds to come back. They are playing in their own arenas now. It's still just empty.
Yeah. Still,
It's still just empty. These last
They got,
year
like,
they
tarps
started
over
playing
it.
in the bubble. That was a experience. Glad they didn't.
do you feel like that was harder or easy?
I mean, for some people it probably was harder. You know, some people do feed off when they score a shot. They hear the crowd, you know, hyping them up. Some people do feed off that.
LeBron, per se, he's a crowd feeder.
Yeah, some
LeBron
people
turned up
do
when that
need
crowd
that.
goes
Yeah,
up.
some
Yeah.
people do need that. Some folks would rather have it to where it's quiet.
And that's why I felt like you had so many just extraordinary performances in the bubble last year. Like Donovan Mitchell going for, he went for 50 like 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
You had what's the other cat?
I was finna say it was one dude. They said he had his best performances in the bubble. I forgot.
Murray
dude.
from Utah.
That might have been.
Yeah, and they was playing each other. Like they was
Yeah.
going tit for tat. But it's like, bro, and it's kind of like, I don't want to say it like that, but it's kind of like a practice superstar. You look great without the crowd there. You look great in the empty gym. You look great on the empty practice field. But once the lights and the crowd go there,
to be that
it's rough.
superstar, you need to be able to
You gotta be able
perform
to-
out there. Even if you're getting booed,
Yeah.
you need to still be able to perform.
Perform on the road. Like, yeah, you got to be able to perform it. So, I mean, I don't know if it was easier or what, because the boys had a lot of mental stuff to deal with too. Because these grown men that can't be with their kids, can't be with their family for how many months? 3-4 months at a time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's give and take whether it was easier or not. I wouldn't put an asterisk beside it, me personally. I know a lot of people saying that's the asterisk championship. Me personally, I wouldn't do
championship. Regardless,
They did.
how it happened or whatever. Hey, that's not LeBron's fault that everybody on Golden State got hurt. I mean, that's not LeBron's fault. KD and all them. Hey, he ain't got nothing to do with that.
Lou Will wanted to see some ass and some wings.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Man,
Paul George don't want to score not a bucket. I mean,
he'll do that in front of the crowd. It's different.
that ain't.
P-E-E-G. Playoff P. Yeah. That boy, man. I don't know
So
what to say about it.
regardless, even if LeBron don't win, then it's gonna be a bunch of people. Oh yeah, see, I told you. You see, he didn't win this year. He won last year, so he already got the 4. So
Just
I mean,
getting there alone, though. Carrying teams alone to get there,
Right.
you have to give him his credit.
He had during that final series where he had one game that he didn't perform, and his teammate did what he was supposed to do and picked up that slack. I mean, that's what your teammate's supposed to do when you know.
Part of the game. Let's not take away what he did the first 3 rounds.
Exactly. You had that off night. Somebody you supposed to step up, and AD did that.
Me personally, I'm not a hater. Like I said, I'm not a LeBron fan just because I don't like his mentality. But I'm far from a hater as far as I will acknowledge this man is a dog. He's a dog.
Yeah. You got some people out here who won't get a man his props for nothing.
And I've seen it.
What
It's
he
crazy.
do, what he do, on or off the court, regardless.
I love him off the court. I would give him that. I love what he does in the community. I salute all that, bro.
Alright, now we on to the next. Let's talk about something that was, a major topic for the black kids not going to the major universities and going to the, so to say, quote unquote black schools. Do you think that's what needs to happen, or they should just stick to what was, what's been going on?
Me personally, I feel like it's an opportunity. Like it's more of if you have a chance to go to a Power 5 school that's going to funnel you into the NFL better than that HBCU can, take that by all means.
Right.
Take that by all means, bro. And you got to take it. You'll be a fool not to take it.
That's like you got a chance to go to Alabama, but you say you want to go to Alcorn. I mean, come on now.
If you gonna go to Alcorn, if you gonna go to Alabama and have a chance of starting,
right?
Go to Alabama. Go to Alabama. Don't you go down there, man. Please.
And then, no, don't get me wrong. Alcorn, that's good school. They won championships and everything. But when you talk about football and comparing their program to Alabama's program, you can't compare.
Facilities, all that, like you gonna be comparing different.
You can't compare.
Bro, I played at Jackson State, me personally, and comparing some of the stuff that we was doing compared to some of the stuff that I know guys over in Mississippi State and Ole Miss was doing, bro. Like it's kind of night and day. Not taking nothing from Jackson State. I love my alma mater, I love, but it's some stuff that we weren't financially able to do that they were able to do that put their kids at a advantage as far as their development, as far as them coming into college weighing 205, come out that summer training at 225, rock up, you know what I'm saying? Like it's differences, man. Money make a difference. So like as far as kids making that choice, man, like go with what's better for your
don't be crazy. Yeah, don't be crazy. Don't be out here you giving up, passing up on opportunities because you so-called trying to make a statement. Don't be crazy, man. I mean,
big mistake. You still use that to get to your platform to do stuff that'll help out the HBCU.
Right. You can. I was just gonna say you could be that person that go to that top ranked school that's not the HBCU, and once you get to the league, give money back to that school that that's in your hometown or wherever, whatever or whatnot. You can be that guy. You don't have to.
There's plenty of millionaires still giving back to Alabama. They ain't gonna be mad about you giving back to the HBCU. If they do, that's telltale.
Right.
That's telltale, and that'll hurt them in the long run if that's what they feel like. If they're mad that you're not giving back to a school that's already worth billions of dollars and you want to give back to a lower income school, oh yeah, that's telltale in itself. That means that they had another agenda anyway. So that'll play out by itself.
Yeah. So man, just basically, like I said, don't pass up on opportunities. Just don't pass it up. Prime example, and this ain't even a black school, but it's kind of in the same scenario. You had a top athlete, which is right there from here in Mississippi, which is Malik Newman. Nice basketball player. Probably, like I said, he was maybe top 5, top 10 for sure in the nation coming out of high school. Go to any school he wanted to. Chose to go to Mississippi State. And
Kansas first, right? Or no, he came out of high school.
He went to Mississippi State. Now you got schools like you said, top schools in basketball like Kansas, Kentucky, Duke. All them schools he could have went to. He pretty much had his pick to go wherever. and you choose to go to Mississippi State, like I said, stuff like that. Come on now, we got to be smart. This is your life, your career you talking about. I understand you may want a childhood dream to go to this school or whatever. But when you talk about your career, providing for your family the rest of your life,
You got to think bigger than you.
yeah, you got to. He did eventually start going to Kansas.
But that's after his career.
It would have been better if he would have went to Kansas from the jump.
They done wore him out at Mississippi State. Like,
Right,
man, he was
right,
in a
right.
system where, I mean, his talents was kind of under the radar for a good little
Even
while.
when he finished at Kansas, he wasn't the top guy there. In my opinion, I felt like if he would have went to Kansas straight out of high school,
That
when he
freshman
left,
development.
he would have been that top guy leaving out of Kansas that year. He would have been that top guy. That's just my opinion. You don't want to be that guy, man. You don't want to be that guy that the city talk about.
Could have been.
Yeah, the could have been. You know.
That's rough on the psyche too.
Yeah.
He probably living his life in regrets and stuff. Like,
True.
Not speaking for
Now,
him.
and like I said, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's still probably playing overseas ball or
Think so.
D League or something like that. Still getting money.
Yeah.
Still making good money.
Still,
But that top, the last level you can go, in his sport is the NBA.
take your opportunity.
Yeah.
They come back to like, okay, have you seen that picture of the Alabama running back with all those running backs that was there that same year? I think it was Derrick Henry, T.J. Yeldon, Alvin Kamara, Trent Richardson that year. Mark Ingram. It was a group of them. They was all standing in one picture.
Mm-hmm.
They was all there at the same time, bro. You think about it like that as far as they took their opportunity to go to Alabama and look what got them. I mean, Kamara ended up leaving. He left
He went to
to
Tennessee. He went to Tennessee.
But same time, he went to another Power 5 school though. Like he went to a
Yeah.
school that's gonna put him in
He went to
position go.
Tennessee and was starting. He
Yeah.
didn't go to Tennessee and was on the bench and nothing like that.
I mean, you got to take your opportunity when it's given.
It's just sometimes, man, like you said, you got to take your opportunity. Sometimes, certain people may be a little ahead. Sometimes, like for example, like how all of them was at that school at that same time. During that time, Alvin Kamara was nowhere near the top running back on that list. When you talk about running backs today in the league, he's one of the top running backs in the league.
But that's the type of thing that's gonna push you though. Me personally, I don't want to go nowhere where I'm the smarter person. I want to be able to bounce information off the next person where I'm learning from you, you learning from me type stuff. I don't want to be the best on the team. I need something that's gonna push me. When you're the best on the team, you become complacent. In a lot of cases. But you become complacent and now you're not working on bettering your craft. Now you're giving everybody else an opportunity to catch up to you. Now I want to go somewhere that's going to push me to
Right.
try to get better. Especially when I know I ain't the best at my position. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get to be the best before my time is up. That's a different drive.
Now that we been trying to kind of switch topics, one of the and this wasn't even on it, but I'm putting it in this episode right now. And it was a major topic, but it was just something that didn't make the cut. But anyway, we finna talk about it now. Top running backs in the league.
I just see it.
Start now at the beginning of the season. Before injuries.
This is all healthy.
Yeah, this
is a
how,
full healthy season.
Starting that before any game is played, projected. They had not in no order, but I'm just the top running backs was of course Christian McCaffrey, Zeke, Saquon, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, had Derrick Henry, what is it, Mixon?
Mixon.
Yeah, from the Bengals.
I put Aaron Jones somewhere now.
Jones, you had Browns.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah, Chubb.
say Nick Chubb.
I think both of them made the top 10. I think both of them made the top 10. But now, let's talk about. We just gonna talk about the top 5. Top 5 in the league. But and this is in the league. This is not how I feel. I'm gonna give you on how I feel. But we just, of course, number 1 right now, Derrick Henry.
And this is going off stats this year.
Yeah, like I said, we're talking about stats this year.
Gotcha.
We're just talking about stats this year. It's not, like I said, once again, this is not the list that I say. This is just, what's, like I said, we're talking about stats.
Your numbers don't lie.
What's on paper.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league right now. Then you got, Dalvin Cook. Nick Chubb had a good year. Alvin Kamara had a good year.
Aaron Jones had a good year.
Yep. Zeke didn't do.
I think Zeke been on and out hurt this year, and I think it kind of.
And it showed that last game he was in and out. He'd be in this place, then he called to come out.
And I think that was more of a. Well, I truly believe he was hurt. I think that's more of his boy Dak. Like that's his dog.
Yeah.
They've been best friends since day one, and Dak's game it pretty much complements Zeke's game. Like speaking of from a running back, but it makes a huge difference to be able to run a zone when you still got that quarterback back there that's a threat to take it out the back.
Right.
That opens a lot of holes up. You ain't got that end crashing down on you. Cause the end gotta respect that running back, that quarterback running. So that opened a lot of holes up for him. But I don't know. Zeke he's had a little decline. Still, Dallas Cowboys still support my boy out there. Hopefully he come back healthy.
Then Saquon, he tore his ACL after coming back from it. He played like a game or 2.
He working with the same crew that got Adrian Peterson, right?
Don't let me lie.
I think he got the same crew. We know what AP did after he came there.
Oh yeah.
Don't count them out.
And man, like I said, now let's talk about my list of the running backs that I like. Derrick Henry is not number 1. Me, Derrick Henry don't make my top 5. Reason being, I want a running back that can do everything. Derrick Henry, he can run you over with ease, no problem. He's a straightforward runner. Like I said, he's gonna get them yards, and he's gonna he got a mean stiff arm. Like I said, the power's there. He's not as fast as I would like to be, but he's not slow neither. I'm not gonna say he's slow.
He's sneaky fast.
That's what I said.
I
said. He's not slow. He's not slow. But you were just comparing him to the top speed running, basically. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see his 40. The man, because he done did some stuff that kind of just surprised me as far as him pulling off safeties in the open field. Like, bro, this man is too big to be moving this fast. And once that stride gets kicking, oh my God.
And it's just, like I said, another thing, like I said, when I want a running back that can do everything, Derrick Henry, you're not going to see him hit a hole, and then you got a player right here, you put a move on him. You got a player right here, you put a move on him and get on down. You're not finna see that. He may make this guy miss, but this guy is finna get it.
Nah, let me stop you there though. Alright, let me stop you there. Do you have the replay of that 99-yard run in your head? He made 2 misses on that play.
What, against when?
That was it last year? This year? When was it? That long run?
That big run against the Jags? I know last year that
no, it was another one. He took the.
I mean, he had a big run this season too.
He put them feet up. He got some sneaky feet. It's kind of a slow Frankenstein type feet, but I would say that his power helps his feet out because you got a lot of defenders bracing for the impact, so where now he just make a cut. Now, I get your point. I get your point of he's not just breaking nobody out.
You know what I'm saying? It's different when you run and you give a jab and then go that way.
Yeah,
he can do that. Yeah. But I'm talking about as far as you doing boom, boom, one of them to where you got somebody to where that one step is not gonna do.
See, me personally, I'm an old school back. My favorite all-time player is Sweet Bruiser.
My favorite running back of all time, I like Jerome Bettis. Just to the
That's
simple
a
fact,
but he had feet though.
I was
he
just gonna say he was
feet.
big, but for his size, he was another quick one.
That boy had
He was
feet.
another one. He don't get the credit. I ain't saying he was just a fat, but for his size, he was moving.
Feet.
He was moving.
Like I see.
He was moving.
Jerome Bettis come through the hole, put the icky on, like,
That's what I'm saying.
bruh, he's not supposed to be moving.
That's what I'm saying. That's Jerome Bettis, my favorite running back.
I blame him for a lot of fat boys really like
Yeah.
He's to blame for that.
Yeah.
I like him.
He was that
He's to
dude
blame.
though, man. He was one of them generational freaks.
Not fat shaming, not saying it's not no athletic big boy, it's my bad. But all of y'all, yeah. Not all of y'all.
It is like I said, my top running back, and I ain't just saying it because I'm a Giants fan, which I am a Giants fan. But my best running back, I gotta go with Saquon, just because of the fact, like how people talk about Derrick Henry running over people doing the stiff arm. Saquon has the power to do all that. He got the power to run you over. He got highlights of him stiff arming through. I'm not finna sit here and stunt and say his highlights when it comes to the stiff arm was like Derrick Henry. I'm not finna say that. But he can get you off of it. If he needs to, he's finna hurdle you. If he needs to, he's finna he's finna get, sideways on you and make you miss. He done turned a lot of nothing plays into touchdowns.
That's what that O-line they got up there in New York. We did a lot.
And that's another thing that a lot of people fail to realize. Our offensive line is one of the worst in the league. If not, it may be the worst. But it's in the bottom 5 of the league. And Saquon got out there and did what even his rookie year. He set a franchise record for the most yards by a rookie with the Giants. With the trash line. And then another thing, I was like, people fail to realize.
Tiki Barber had a great offensive line. He had a great year.
He did.
Well,
the Giants done had some good running backs come through there now. They done had some good running backs come through there. And then, like what I said, a lot of people fail to realize, they talk about, Derrick Henry and he's this and that. Saquon, this finna be his 4th year. When you compare the first 3 seasons, Saquon's only been in the league 3 seasons. Derrick Henry, you compare his first 3 to Saquon's, you can't compare it. You can't.
Derrick Henry. Did he come out? What year did he come out? Did he come out the year?
Derrick Henry. This
Zeke?
is he's going on his 6th season. Next year will be his 6th season.
So he came out with Zeke or the year after?
Don't let me lie. I think Zeke came out a year before him. I don't know. Don't let me lie. Don't let me lie. But it's like, then another thing on top of that, he wasn't even starting when he came into the league. He was second string behind who was it?
Good guy.
Barber, Marion. Was it Barber or I forgot. I know the running back that was with Dallas had got traded to Tennessee, and he was the backup for him at one point.
What's my
I forgot his name.
DeMarco Murray.
Yeah.
DeMarco Murray.
Yeah. He had got traded, and he was the backup for him. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, and got the reps in, practice, and did everything he was supposed to do. Now he's that top guy. But I'm just saying, like I said, Saquon's been in the league 3 years. When you compare their first 3 seasons, Saquon's had better. Even with Saquon not playing one due to injuries, it's still, when you comparing the numbers, it's better. Tristan McCaffrey.
No, my 2, I put Saquon at my 2. Only because, and I'm just gonna hit on something you said as far as Saquon can do it all. But like I said, I'm an old school guy. I feel like he's too big to shy away from some of the contact that he does shy away from. He takes it sometimes, but sometimes I feel like he has to become that bruiser to set up the juke every once in a while. But my 1 is Cook.
I like Cook too. I put Cook over Henry.
Yeah,
I like Cook
a healthy
too.
Dalvin Cook, man. The speed to burn you, will flat out run you over, and he got 6 feet. It's hard to compare to that, man. Like I feel like if Saquon ran like Dalvin Cook, unstoppable.
Like
If he
said,
had
man,
that mentality where he gonna lower that shoulder, lower that helmet, and run through something every once in a while, you gotta have it. That's why people taking away from what Zeke does now and saying that he's falling off. Yes, he's lost a step as far as speed.
I get a lot of fact when I'm naming my top 5 running backs. I always put Zeke in there, and everybody, oh man, I'm like,
He's still
a healthy Zeke. Y'all, you can't forget what he's done.
Right, you still
Now,
have
I ain't
to.
gonna lie, this season he did have a little problem with some fumbles. He fumbled a little, well, not a little, a lot
But
more
I think
than
he
what
wasn't mentally there
what
after
should've-
that look. He wasn't mentally there, and
I guess we can use that as an excuse.
That's I mean, not using an excuse, and that's kind of a flaw on his career if he couldn't do it without his all-star quarterback there. That's a flaw in his career. But same time, if you take a survey with all the defenders, DBs, linebackers in the NFL, I guarantee you at least 60-70% will say the hardest running back in the time is Zeke. It's hard to hit that man, dog. And that's what you want from your running back. That's why I say, like, and I seen the interview that he did, it's more of the first 3 quarters, he bruising, he wearing you down. Like, come the 4th quarter, you don't want to hit him no more. That's when you hit your home runs. You look at over his career, most of his home runs, they went in the beginning of the game. They more at the end of the game.
Backtracking back to the beginning of the season when they was talking about top running backs, top 3, not in no order. Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, and Zeke. That was the top 3 running backs coming into the season.
Yeah.
Coming into the season. Now that didn't happen by mistake. I mean, this is the list that Derrick Henry was on now. Now why y'all think they put them as the top 3? Why Derrick Henry went in the top 3? He had a good he broke a record.
Title last
Yeah, what
year.
I'm gonna say, he had a rushing title year before. Why he in the top? What in the top 3? You know, coming into the season. I mean, you got to think about stuff like that.
I still got him on my top 5. I gotta give it to him.
I gotta give him. I gotta give him number 6. Like number 6. I'm finna give you my top 5. For Saquon, something. I can't say, man, who I'm gonna pick for the number 2, Z or Christian McCaffrey. But
I'm not gonna say
that's the 3.
Running nobody else. That's why I take points away from McCaffrey.
I mean, now he don't, but he can. He can't. Now I ain't
He can
gonna,
sneak you, but at the same time, okay, put McCaffrey in a red zone situation. McCaffrey in his red zone situation, he needs space now.
Yeah.
He's not and I guess it comes down to scheme, and it's smart on his coaching staff to not be able to do it. He's not getting the eye formation,
Right.
hit it up in the hole type.
Okay. So like I said, it's I don't know who, but the top 3: Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, Zeke. That's top 3. Then I'd have to say Dalvin Cook. That's he's in there. And I gotta go with Nick Chubb for my number 5. And then this is why I say Derrick Henry makes 6 or 7, because I'm taking Alvin Kamara over Derrick Henry. That's just me. And then like I said, I get Derrick Henry number 7. That's my list now. That's my list. Because, and like I said, once again, those guys do things that I need you to do more than just run somebody or which, don't get me wrong, it's working for him. It's working. If it ain't fixed, don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Just imagine if he had a legit passing game. Like, it's hard to stack the box.
And then that's one of those things where everybody talk about, he get this many, he get this many carries. The same with like Christian McCaffrey. When that's all you got, of course, he's gonna get the ball every time. Christian McCaffrey, he's gonna get the ball every time. So that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
You would be a dummy not to get the ball and get
Right.
I mean, but let's see. My top 5, I gotta go with Cook, Barkley. Let's see. Maybe it's a bias thing, but a healthy Zeke, hard to touch him.
That's proof. That's facts.
Henry Kamara. It's controversial. I didn't put CMC in my top 5, but he's a close 6. Him and Kamara are kind of interchangeable for me, but I like the more physical.
You don't like Chubb?
I like him.
Come on now.
I like him. I like him, but I don't know. I guess
He another one of them.
he's a bruiser. He's a
I was
bruiser.
gonna say them big
I mean,
backs.
I kind of contradicted myself because he's an old school back, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe I just started watching the.
he do has the ability to,
Yeah, he got feet, man.
Yeah.
He got some feet, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. He's a close 6-7. My 5, 6, 7 are together.
Yeah.
That's Kamara, CMC, and Chubb. But yeah, that's tough though, man.
And then people kill me when they talk about Saquon's not an every down back. What? He done showed y'all the years.
Definitely every day.
He done showed y'all the years.
My
His first 2
only wish-
seasons.
My only wish is he put that boom on you every once in a while. You have to respect that boom.
Yeah.
You have to be able to, you got to make them respect that boom every once in a while. Man, he got the sickest spin move I've ever seen in my life. The man spin move, oh my God.
No, this off topic, man. Being a Giants fan, we need Odell back.
Yeah,
Odell, Jones, and Barkley.
So
he-
Jones
he-
is announcing?
He done already stated that he didn't want to leave.
Daniel Jones is announcing. What you saying?
All I'm saying is they didn't. And
I like him as a winner.
Odell came out with this. He said the thing that he didn't like when they had Eli, they weren't bringing no other threats to help out with the offense. They was working on the offense line. And with that being said, they
needed to work on offensive line.
The offensive line was trash.
That's what
But
they made.
at the same time, you gotta get some more offensive threats. You had to. I mean, you got to.
They was stacked offensive threat. I feel like around those times, man, I feel like the offensive line was the main priority to address.
It was.
Defense was solid. You had Odell, you had Cruz. In latter years, you got Barkley came in.
Even you talking about even when Cruz out there, Odell, Shepard.
Yeah, Shepard. You got about Shepard. So I mean, you still had weapons.
Man, he could come out and have that all-star game and then turn around and drop 2 easy passes the next.
He'll drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
will drop.
I don't know what he be having
He
going
will
on.
drop.
I don't know what he be having going, but I like him though.
I mean,
Ole Miss.
and he's a freak athlete at tight end. Like he's that Shay Sharp type tight end that got that crazy speed and will beat you over the top.
Yeah, man, I would love for my boy to come back. I would love that.
I say y'all go in the draft this year. Were y'all picking it this year?
Don't let me lie. We almost made the playoffs, so that means we ain't gonna be.
Because Eagles got 6. I think Cowboys got 10. That puts y'all still top 15. I think I can sneak out a receiver out there. I would go for I'd take a chance on Waddle. Or is he coming back? I'd take a chance on one of those Alabama boys. They might be top 10 somewhere. You got Chase about to come out of LSU. And arguably Chase was better than Jefferson at LSU. Arguably. He didn't play. He opted out this year. But arguably he was better than Jefferson. So I think he might slide to y'all. Don't want to see it. Because my secondary sucks. So I don't want to see it. You're going to have to see that twice a year. But
Man.
objectively.
Okay, now that we talk about football, last topic. This ain't even a topic where we talk about this. This was every episode. Football, NFL. Now playoffs is getting underway, and just last night we Giants needed Washington to lose. First we had to win our game against Cowboys, which is my boy team over here, man. Hate to boast a little bit, but yeah, we got that W. But like I said from the jump, I'll be honest, I wasn't worried about them. I knew it was gonna come down to Washington game, and everything was going fine. Everything was going fine until they got down there in the red zone to where they could have tied the game up, and they went for it on 4th down instead of kicking a field goal. That's when I just knew, yeah, it's over.
But Peterson, if Doug and Pete not gone, something wrong. Like unless that was a front office call, he gotta be done after doing something like that. I understand you have nothing to play for.
Not only that, you take Hurst out when you still got a chance to win the game. You take Hurst out.
Can't say you reserving them if you still got all this money invested in wins. Can't say you reserving them for next year. Or I don't understand that call. That's a crazy call, and I feel like that it either came from the front office, or if they done let WP know that he done. Let's go.
This supposed to be Giants in the playoffs instead of Washington. That's what it's supposed to be.
I'm almost glad.
If they would have kept Hurst in, we don't.
I'm almost glad we win that game. For one, Dalton choked, so Jerry, pay that. You have to pay him now. We lost the game, so they kept us at the number 10 pick. We can trust this defense that was horrendous. And I didn't want to be
the worst team in the league on stopping the run or something like that.
Yeah. Man, one of the lowest defense overall, like everywhere. Get burnt in the secondary, get ran through, all that, man. Like that got to be addressed. Honestly, if you got to trade an offensive weapon or something, man, honestly, I wouldn't be closed-minded to trading who. Me personally, I wouldn't be closed-minded to trade him because he disappeared a little too much for me. So I wouldn't be closed-minded to trade him to, let's say, something with them. We need to, say that. I'm just playing mad. We need some secondary help. We need something back. But I don't know. I think that was one. The loss was good because I didn't want to be that less than 500 team in the playoffs, and I didn't want to lose the high draft pick, and then I didn't want them to have no type of leverage to say, "Oh, we still can't take that."
Man, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all season, man, y'all was just unfortunate. Y'all, as much, I was just gonna say, man, as much, Cowboys being in my division, I don't want to see them do good just because of the fact they're in my division. It's not that I hate the Cowboys, because I really don't. It's just like I said.
That's where a lot of this rivalry stuff is. People take the rivalry to where I hate this team, I hate this team.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I like football, though.
Right. And it's just, and like I said, with us being in the same division, if another team in the division doing good, that means it's not good for my team.
So there's less justification as to why your team not doing good. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Like, you
do have some years, like what was that?
Get to what I mean?
Exactly. That one that was like 18, 17,
Cowboy
where y'all had the bye, and we still got in. We lost first round to Green Bay, but
they came and knocked out.
But we still, and that wasn't like how it is now. How the team they got in was only winning 7 games.
I don't want to be that team. I ain't want to be that. I ain't want to be that, man. Because who they got?
Man,
they got Tampa Bay first round.
Yes.
They got Tampa Bay first round.
It's over.
But in their defense, I wouldn't just write them off.
All they got is defense.
You need. That's what you need.
I mean, but
you hit Tom Brady all game.
You get all the stops you want. You gotta put points on the board.
But okay, all right, put it like this: you got Chase Young, you got Deron Payne, all them first rounders on their defensive line. You got the good DBs, all this. Bro, the trick to beating Brady, you put that hat on as much as you can. You keep putting that hat on, he gonna break. It's been proven. You hit that man, he will eventually break. And his morale is gone. And that's how you start out that offense. They got crazy weapons on that offense. But Bruce Arians has been proven to not being able to manage all those weapons. You got Leonard Fournette, you got was Rojo.
Man, they got
You got two top running backs
powerhouse team.
that he barely
They probably
moves, bro.
on paper. They the best team in the league. On paper.
talent-wise, they-
I'm gonna say on paper, yeah, they hands down.
I still give KC.
When you talking about talent wise,
KC offense is hard to touch.
when you talking about superstars in the NFL, they got
Yeah. But, well,
Tampa Bay. They got McCoy. They still got McCoy, right? Or did they
still got him.
let him go?
He got lost in the shuffle. That's the crazy part.
McCoy is the truth, and he a backup. They got a Fournette, AB, Evans.
Good.
Yeah, they got him. Gronk.
Cameron Brake. Don't they still got Brake? Which one of them running? OJ Howard. They got.
Don't let me lie.
They got a stable of tight ends.
Yeah. Come on now.
Their weak one is their offensive line, which is why I say don't completely
on paper,
write
man,
out.
they the best team in the league on paper.
Yeah.
On paper.
I can give you.
Now, like I said, on paper, it always gonna transfer because even my Giants, we didn't have years where on paper we were a top tier team, but it don't always transfer, to that field.
But it's like, the Browns was the paper champs last year.
Right.
The Browns was the paper champs going into last year.
Another
But
one.
they couldn't put it together.
Yep.
Like they were the paper champs. Like it was hard to see the Browns on.
Yeah, not doing good.
When Madden first came out, that's the go-to team. Like that's who you gonna pick, man. Like
For real.
who you gonna
For
stop?
real.
Who can you stop?
Come on, you got Odell on one side, Landry on the other. You got Chubb and Hunt.
And Joku. Like that's crazy. Who they had in the slot? What's the guy? Higgins. He ain't bad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they had a squad, bro. It's just you got to be able to put it together. And I guess that's kind of like it'll be harder to make a super team like they do in the NBA and the NFL.
Yeah.
Like the super team in the NBA, you got 5 guys that can touch the ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in the NBA, it's easier for that superstar to say, you know what, I gotta take over.
Yeah.
It's easy. In the NFL, that superstar can't say, you know what, you the wide receiver. You know what, give me the ball every time. Throw me the ball every play. Yeah, he can't. That's not gonna happen. That running back is not gonna. Oh, feed me every play. It's not gonna happen. That defensive end is. I can get every sack. It don't work like that.
You have to. You gotta 10 other people you gotta depend on to get your job. So it's that much harder to take over. Mm-hmm. Basketball, y'all folk get on this side of the court. This is my side of the court. If I pass it to you, just shoot.
Yeah, in the NFL, no matter what you win by, it's never. Well, I ain't gonna say it's never, but majority is never. Oh, they only won because it's one person. Majority.
It ain't work like that.
Even with Derrick Henry getting all them yards and stuff, he's getting.
Got some big holes.
I was just, you got a trash line. That's not happening. That's not happening.
But they go back to as dominant as Saquon is, man. Like Saquon can be dominant with a legit offensive line.
When it's, you gotta look at it like you got a team with a great offensive line, a team with trash offensive line. You finna put more wear and tear on this running back with the trash offensive line because now he gotta work a little harder. Because it's not always that open hole. Now he gotta. You may be going through the post, be going through the middle. Now you gotta hear it bounce to the outside because there's no hole. You know what I'm saying? So
that's very similar. That's why his career was shorter than what it could have been. The man was running for his life his whole career.
True.
With the trash offensive line to where by the latter part of what his career ended up being, he beat up, man. Like get out while they're getting good. Like Barry Sanders could have easily broke.
And that's what a lot of people fail to realize when they be talking about top backs or top quarterbacks or top receivers and stuff like that. When it comes to the offense, if you got a trash line, that's gonna affect your quarterback. If you got a trash line, that's gonna stop. A trash line can stop you doing a bunch of plays. The reverses, a lot of play action stuff. All of that is finna it's over with. Because your line is trash. They ain't giving you time to do none of that.
All right, let's put it like this. I'm gonna say some stuff that kind of go against my religion. But who gonna say that Emmitt Smith is the most talented right now?
I'm not saying.
Who can say that? But think about the teams that he was on, the offensive lines that he had. That led to the records that he broke. He held all those records because of the team.
That's how I feel about, and I think I brought this up with the first or second episode. I said we were talking about top wide receivers. I said Michael Irvin. I said take away the championships. Do y'all still say he's that top receiver? Take away
the top receiver. Who say he's the top receiver? I'm not saying.
No. This is what I was saying.
I can't give nobody on that team a top position grade other than from the offensive line, like the Larry Allens and those guys.
Now, with that being said, I'm not saying Michael Irvin wasn't good. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying he don't make the Hall of Fame as soon as he did when you take away the championships.
Put it like this. Give Randy Moss a Tom Brady list. What does he do other than the years with?
He gets in there before Michael Irvin.
Man, bro, he goes dumb. He goes dumb.
And that's what, like I said, that's what a lot of people fail to realize. A lot of people putting up hellified numbers with not so good teams.
Yeah.
You know, that makes changes everything. You putting up good numbers with a superstar team. That's not as impressive as, you know, the team that's not so good, but they got this player over here who's still performing at that top level.
Okay, let me say something that's gonna make you mad. Juice Landry better than Odell.
Hell no. Hell no.
I said the same thing at LSU. Yes, he is. If you use that same argument,
numbers say otherwise. Numbers say otherwise.
But use the same argument that you just
now, don't
had.
get me wrong, he's good.
Odell had the better team in the early parts of the career, right?
With the Giants?
Yes.
Where was Landry? Yeah.
I'm just saying. But this is me being an LSU fan. I've been following these boys since they came together.
But you say that like the Giants was a major.
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying is the fact that Juice
they probably was like a team or two better.
Man, come on, dude.
Come on now.
They got to. Miami wouldn't even get to the playoffs then.
No, they wouldn't. I mean, the Giants only made it one year. All them years of Odell's time with them. One.
Okay. Who was throwing the ball to Juice?
I can't say.
Then
I mean, like that's
Eli gonna be.
Eli was my dog.
Eli will be a Hall of Famer. Some people argue, but Eli will be a Hall of Famer.
Eli is gonna be a Hall of Famer just because of the fact he stopped Tom Brady.
Yeah, the championship.
Twice.
Ring stop.
Twice.
Let's not run from this though. I want you to see this.
Man,
Juice,
like I said,
Juice is the better receiver, man. Odell is flashier. Odell is flashier.
He's not.
But Juice is the better receiver.
He's not.
That's one we gonna have to take that with Facebook. I gotta see what people say.
He's not. And I like Jarvis. Now they were setting records together, but Odell was above. They was right there, kind of neck and neck. But Odell, he had that little. And like I said, it was
But exactly in that same time though, with their freshman and sophomore years, they putting up the same type of numbers. They neck and neck for the most part.
Really,
who's throwing the ball to Jarvis Landry?
I would definitely say the only thing is I can't say Odell had a better quarterback, but we still had a trash offensive line.
But other weapons too to take all the focus off of Odell.
Other weapons like who?
You just saying Shepard.
That was towards the end.
Okay, in the beginning.
Shepard came like last two.
Victor Cruz still. Who else was on Miami's team to take away targets from Juice? Or take away any type of focus from Juice over being the number one receiver? We've already proved that Juju can't do it as the number one receiver.
So that goes to show he's all they had, so he ain't got no choice but to.
But you being bracket coverage is all that. You beat these breaking coverages.
Yeah.
That's talent, man.
Yeah. No, I agree with
It's
you.
talent.
I agree with you.
But like I say,
I disagree on the part where you
I
think
think-
you better know him. Yeah, I
I think
disagree
mine
with
go
that.
back to I watched them at LSU. I watched them at LSU. Granted, they didn't have a quarterback, but I watched them at LSU, bro. Jarvis
No.
Landry has always been the most physical. I wouldn't say fastest. Odell is very much more flashy. Odell got the one hand, which Juice can do. Odell's faster, quicker. But
Now I give Jarvis Landry this. He's the most underrated receiver in the league.
yes, he's been slept on
Hands
for a
down,
long
hands
time.
down.
He's been
Hands
slept
down.
on for a while
Hands
because
down.
he's been a part of a bunch of trash teams.
Hands
But
down.
the man is a absolute dog.
He is.
And like I said, that I knew it was gonna be controversial, but I know that's something that a lot of people never really just thought about. Put that in your mentals. And just go over.
But if I mean, let's just say if he was to say he's better, I wouldn't trip. They came from, they got the same pedigree.
I'm an
Yeah.
LSU fan, so
Yeah, they got the same pedigree, so that's, I'm cool with that. But I don't agree with that. But so
I just wanted to, I had to ruffle your feathers a little bit on that one.
yeah,
That's
man,
an unpopular opinion.
That's my dog, man. That's my dog, man. That's my dog. So,
Unpopular opinion.
but yeah, man, that's all we got for this one. That's all we got for this one. And I'ma end this. We gonna end this thing. Like I'm gonna ask one question: what's happening? Ohio versus Alabama.
Why I gotta think that hard? I'd say Alabama, but
Is it a blowout? Close one?
no, it's a close one.
Close.
Because I think people really sleep on how good Justin Fields is. I've
real,
been
for
saying
real,
that
for
he
real,
was
for
better
real.
than he's better than Trevor Lawrence.
I was saying, I said this, we talked about this at the barbershop. I said the way that people are sleeping on Fields is the same way that people slept on Mahomes. Because,
Yeah.
during that year, Mahomes wasn't even a top 3 quarterback coming out of that draft. Now, he proved otherwise, but coming out in that draft, he wasn't, the top 3 quarterback.
I like Fields intangibles. He's calm in the pocket.
One, like you said, I like a running back, a quarterback that can run, which they both can run.
Yeah.
But Fields is the
a
bigger.
lot more athletic.
Yeah, he's the bigger quarterback. So of course, I'm
This
just-
NFL scouts are gawking over how tall Fields is and this and that. He the athletic white boy with the long hair.
Yeah, Trevor.
He the cover boy. You know what I'm saying?
what you think would have happened? Trevor would have got hit the way Fields got hit.
He's better. yeah.
That was a
But
big hit, boy. That was a big hit.
But that's what I'm going off of. Next level, he gonna take those. Lawrence gonna catch a couple of those next level. How long will he hold up versus
and
Fields
it
is
ain't gonna be
proven.
target. It's gonna
Nah.
be a legit hit.
it's gonna be
So,
put him on the cart.
man,
Man.
we gonna that game come up on the 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna next episode we gonna talk about that. Go in.
This is gonna be a
some
lot better than a
everything.
lot of people realize.
My opinion, I say Ohio State win. That's my opinion. I say Ohio State win.
And I give you
it's gonna
that.
be a tough game. They may win by a field goal, maybe. It's
I give
gonna
you
be
that.
close.
Alabama's defense is not what it once was.
I say-
Alabama's defense is not what it was years past.
I'm gonna say like if they do win, it's no more than 10 points. No more than 10 points.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
If
very
that,
close
if
game.
that.
It's gonna be a close game, man. It's just who gets the most stops. And like I said, I don't think Alabama's defense is what it's been years past.
Yeah.
So it comes down. But this game could really bump Fields up to the number one draft. Not everybody been talking
And like I
about
said,
taking for
Fields,
trouble.
he got a chip on his shoulder, man.
Yes.
He's been number 2 to Trevor all his life, even coming out of high school.
Yes.
He was the number 2 quarterback. Going into college, number 2 quarterback. This season, both of their last season, he's the number 2 quarterback. I mean, he got that chip on his shoulder. He got.
He ain't doing nothing but proving.
I would say he feel like he got more to prove. So
I like Lawrence, but I feel like Fields and Tony.
and everybody just
Sunday.
like him because Lawrence came in winning. But when you look at stuff like that, it's
team around him, too.
yeah. I'm finna say it wasn't just him. Don't get me wrong, he played a big factor in it, but it wasn't just him. Let's just say, once again, did you look at him the same way as if he went to a team that was trash? No. But that's really kind of.
They hyped up your boy Carson Wentz, and they hyped up.
I don't lie, I
what's your
actually
boy
like
from,
Wentz though. I actually like Wentz.
What's your boy from Memphis? Paxton Lynch. Remember how much they hyped him up? Paxton Lynch went to Denver.
I can't.
They picked all those quarterbacks before Mahomes that same year. All those quarterbacks came out that same year, went before Mahomes. I think it was Paxton Lynch, Carson Wentz.
I think Mahomes, he was like 4 or 5 quarterbacks before him?
Yes. And all of them was highly touted, but nobody talked about Mahomes. I'm telling you, it's going to be a sleeper like that this year, too.
Yeah.
Trey Lance, another one I think was sleeper.
That's all we got for you today, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And like always, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And man, we out of this thing.